Hello, hello, hello. Let's get started in a comfortable seated pose. Just kind of a crisscross applesauce. And then take a huge breath in through your nose. Exhale, let it out of your mouth. One more time, inhale, fill all the way up. Exhale, let it go. Huge inhale. Lift your arms up overhead. And then exhale, take a nice seated twist. Let your left hand find the outside of your right knee. Inhale back through center. Exhale to the opposite side. Spine is nice and long. Couple deep breaths. And then inhale back through center. Bring your arms out to a T and then cross your right arm underneath your left for eagle arms. If you're unable to cross your arms underneath one another, just bring your forearms together and your elbows together. Palm to palm. Either way, wherever you're at, eagle arms or arm to arm, just breathe. Notice if you bring your elbows a little higher up, you're getting a little deeper into that inner rhomboid area, upper trap. But obviously not forcing anything, just breathing into it. If the body allows, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Nice, gentle stretch. Inhale, open back up. Exhale, cross it under. Couple deep breaths here. And same thing, as your body kind of registers this shape, take a couple breaths here, but then when you're ready, you can drop your left ear to your left shoulder now. You might tuck the chin slightly in, just kind of finding your own personal sweet spot here. Breathing into it. And then inhale, come back through center, extend your arms nice and long out to a T. And honestly, turn your palms up. I just had this sudden inspiration. And just allow your arms to stay extended in this T shape. Let's turn the palms back down, breathe. Arms are to a T. And that's the cool thing about this practice, is that we're constantly experimenting. We're finding this sense of curiosity and play within our practice. Yeah, and just breathing into this. I suddenly just had this flashback that yes, I was once in a yoga class and we held this for like 5 minutes and it was crazy, but it was also just kind of amazing and beautiful that something so simple could become so challenging just by adding the element of time. So keep your arms extended. Just a couple more breaths. Beautiful. Just feeling the strength of your deltoids. Really breathing into it. And let's just chill. Let's just chill here. Even though maybe our arms are starting to burn and you're like, are you serious? Are we just gonna like literally sit here with our arms stretched? Yeah. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? Just keep breathing. Keep reaching. Yeah, keep breathing. Today, when I taught this morning in class, the theme I actually used was, I shared one of my favorite quotes by Aeneas Nin, and she says, your life either shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. And it's true, this is a path that allows us to become more courageous in our lives and dare to take risks, to step out of our comfort zone, to take on new challenges, to continue to grow and evolve. But also, I would love to add on to this quote, not only does your life shrink or expand in proportion to your courage, but also it shrinks or expands in proportion to your ability to embrace discomfort. Because sure, my arms are, I'm uncomfortable. I can openly admit that this is getting a little uncomfortable, but we're in training to just kind of breathe through it. Yeah, we're just feeling, we're just breathing, and we know that this is gonna pass and that it's all good. It's all good. It's just sensation, and we're just breathing into it. And can we just stay with it? And even if you've fallen out, can you just begin again? How about for 5? Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay your arms down. Wow. That was so sensational. That was really something. Thank you. Thank you for coming along on this wild ride with me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, just start to shrug your shoulders up towards your ears and then down your back. And then reverse the direction. And let's just add in a couple seated cat-cows. Inhaling, puff your chest up. Exhale, curl it in. Just like this, couple rounds. Beautiful. And then let's go ahead and just come onto our knees. You can sit actually any way you'd like. And then take a huge inhale to roll the shoulders back, opening through the chest. Wow. Yes. Actually, and if you can, keep the bind. Let's just stand up nice and tall. Yeah, we're just totally going to switch it up. Wow. Bring your chin up to the sky. And if it's hard for you to interlace your hands behind your tailbone, just grab a belt or a towel or like a shirt, anything you have at home, to just really provide just a light, gentle stretch through the front of the chest, breathing into it. And then exhale, bend the knees, let your chest come down. Maybe the hands fall away from the tailbone. Maybe you slowly start to take the bend out of the knees. Maybe. Wherever you're at, just breathe into this. 5 more breaths. And then gently release your hands down to the mat. Wow. Okay. Inhale, look out in front of you. Hands can come to your shins or to the mat. You can always have if you have some blocks or some soup cans, anything for a little bit of leverage. You can always have a little bit of extra length here, if you can see what I'm talking about. Either way, inhale, look out, and then step or hop it back. High plank. check in with yourself as you arrive here. If your hips are hiking up or down, just take the knees down. Giving yourself support is always a sign of strength. From this high plank, exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, slide your chest forward and through. Exhale, press your hips back, downward facing dog. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, slide it forward and through. Thighs can be on or off the mat. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Last round here. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, open. Exhale, downward facing dog. It's our first inversion in class, so take your time, pedal out your feet. Let your head hang heavy. And then when you're ready, inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Breathe into the hip. You can square the hips or bend the knee and spiral the hip open. Notice what your body wants. Exhale, squeeze it underneath the nose. Inhale, press it back up. And then step it forward and through. We're going to land in a kneeling crescent warrior. So you can always place a blanket under your knee. There's no rush here. So just take your time to find your sweet spot. And then eventually, yes, lift your arms up high to the sky. I feel pretty passionate about, I retract that. No, I do feel passionate about this. If you want more, you can always lift the knee up and go into a full crescent warrior. But I kind of want to just share the beauty of a kneeling crescent right now, because just feel this opening on the front of the left hip. Notice how much further you might be able to reach back with this type of stability. Yes, just breathe into it. And then exhale, kneeling prayer twist. Hook your left elbow outside your right thigh. Gaze up past the shoulder. Oh my goodness. Feel this nice twist in the torso. Beautiful. And then inhale, open up. We're going to turn our hips squared in the mat. We're still on the left knee. Bring your fingertips to your ears, and then just start to bring your right elbow towards your right thigh. Kind of a tick-tock little action. Yeah, just nice and gentle. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Continue with your breath. Feel this strength. Beautiful. And then the next time you come up, just extend that right leg long and let your left hand fall down. Beautiful. Right toes are to the right. Actually, right toes are forward. And then just it's almost the supported side plank, but you're just opening up through this right side body. Yes. Turn your hips up to the sky. Sometimes I make the craziest noises when I'm practicing. And then lift that right leg up. Exhale, squeeze it together, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, squeeze it together. And I'll move up a little bit. Just a couple rounds. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Beautiful. Just like this. Inhale to reach. Exhale to squeeze. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale. Reach up, reach out. Keep lifting everything up. Beautiful. And then make your way back to the front. Back to the front. We're going to turn our hips back towards the front of the mat. And then just exhale, sink your hips back. Half seated split. You can also sit all the way back down onto your heel. I have been enjoying this variation though, where your hips are in line with the knee. You're folding over the front leg. Think about keeping the spine nice and long. Again, you can use any type of object on either side of your leg to breathe into your hamstring. Beautiful. And then we're going to come forward, lunging into the right leg, coming onto the ball of the left foot. Left hand is down. Inhale your right hand high. Twisting dragon fly. Beautiful. Exhale, come together at the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, look out. Exhale, squeeze in. 2 more times. Inhale, look out. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale. Exhale. Amazing. And then from here, step both feet back and take your vinyasa. Slowly lower down. Inhale to open. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. From our down dog, lift your right leg high. You can spiral the hip open or square the hips. Maybe do both. Breathe into whichever one you chose, or maybe you're taking a couple breaths in each variation. Exhale, squeeze it under, knee to nose. Inhale, press it up. Step it forward into kneeling crescent warrior. So this session today feels very experimental for me. And it feels very good to just kind of tap into this creativity and curiosity. Coming back to this kneeling crescent warrior, breathing into the front of this right hip. Exhale, prayer twist, kneeling prayer twist. Hook your right elbow outside the left thigh. Twist open. Gaze up past your left shoulder. Beautiful. And then inhale, open up. Turn your hips towards this long edge of your mat. We're going to bring our fingertips back towards our ears and kind of take those tick-tocks. Letting the left elbow find your left thigh. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Just like this. A couple rounds of breath. Really feeling all these stabilizing muscles here. Couple rounds. Exhale as you tap the elbow. Inhale to rise. Couple more rounds. Awesome. And then from here, we're going to rise back up, straighten the front leg, and then drop right down into this nice side body stretch. Feeling all this length. Feeling that length through the hip, the left hip, turning the torso up. And then just allow that left leg to float up towards the sky. And exhale, just start to squeeze it under. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, squeeze. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. Incredible energy. Really breathing, really feeling. Couple rounds just like this. Elbow to knee. Right hand, right knee down. Beautiful. How about for 5? Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Amazing. Bring yourself back up. Windmill the hands back to the front. Gently transition to where both hips are forward. You're going to rise off of the knee onto the ball of the back foot. Right hand is down. Inhale your left hand high. Twisting, dragon, fly. Exhale, half-seated split. Sink your hips back. And then inhale, look forward. Exhale, step both feet together. Inhale, look out. Exhale, squeeze in. 2 more times. Inhale, look out. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale. Exhale. You can transfer the weight onto the toes. Breathe here. Beautiful. And then slowly roll yourself up. Take a huge, huge, like angel arm. Circle the arms up. And then exhale, palms come together, heart center. Take a moment here to just tap into some gratitude. Grateful that you carved out this time for yourself to engage in this loving and mindful practice. Grateful that we could connect in this way. It's so beautiful. And grateful to be on a path that inspires us to continue to live as courageously as we can, and as well as a path that gives us so many tools to embrace these moments of discomfort that we may experience along the way. The light in me humbly bows that beautiful light in each of you. Namaste.